Good morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnan Manjari Modern School. So in the previous videos we are just going through the chapter number 3, that is separation of the substance. In that we have seen threshing, winnowing and threshing, winnowing, hand picking, sieving. Okay students, that we have seen in our previous videos. Now we will go to our new topic, that is sedimentation and decantation. Okay students, so please first of all read that by your own and then I am just explaining that. Sedimentation and see here, first of all I would like to write the definitions of sedimentation and decantation in the board. See here, first of all I am writing that what is sedimentation. See here, the process of separating insoluble solids which are heavier than the liquid by allowing them to settle down is called sedimentation. Sedimentation. Now writing the another definition of decantation. So what is it? The process of pouring out the clear upper liquid without disturbing the sediment is called decantation. Okay students, so first of all sedimentation, the process of separating insoluble solid which are heavier than the liquid by allowing them to settle down is called the sedimentation. Insoluble solids means if there is in water and if you add just salt and after adding the enough amount of this salt, then after these salt will not dissolve in water, that the insoluble solids which is there in the liquid, that is to be separated, then this process is done, that is sedimentation. And then after doing sedimentation they will just settle down all the heavy particles, solid, insoluble solids will just settle down at the bottom, and then after the upper liquid is just taken out by undisturbing that sediment particles down. Okay students, this process is known as decantation. See here in your textbook there is a figure given over there. See here, after separating impurities from the pulses rise by hand picking, washing with water is also required to future sediment remains impurities such as fine dust and twigs. These impurities either dissolve in water or float on the top. Food grains are put in the pan filled with water. Impurities such as dust or twigs can be separated by carefully pouring out the dirty water. This separation process involves two methods, that is sedimentation and decantation. See here the both definition I have written in the board, reading it. The process of separating insoluble solids which are heavier than the liquid by allowing them to settle down in the it is called sedimentation. The solid particles that settle down during the sedimentation are called sediments. The process of pouring out the clear upper liquid called supernatant without disturbing the sediments is called decantation. See here the both picture are given. This is a mixture. In the first beaker there is a mixture, in that both the water and the insoluble particles, insoluble solid particles are there. Okay students, and then after if we just keep undisturbing for few minutes, all these sediments just settle down and clear upper liquid is there. See here, then after decantation process is done, in that the clear upper liquid is decanted into another container. See here you can see that picture, and see here there is an activity given over here. See I am just reading that and explaining that. To separate lighter impurities from dried mung dal seeds by sedimentation and decantation. See here material needed. What material is to be needed? A cup of dried mung dal seeds, a bowl and water. Method: take mung seeds in a bowl and check for any visible impurities. Do you observe any impurities such as straw, dust or insects? Add sufficient water to soak the mung seeds, stir the mixture and allow it to stand for 5 minutes. Decant the water carefully, ensuring that the mung seeds settle at the bottom are not disturbed. See here what you have to do. Mung dal is just take in one beaker or anything, any vessel, and then after you can, if you see any of the impurities over there, you just have to add enough water in that vessel and just stir it, and then after just undisturbed, kept undisturbed up to 5 to 10 minutes, then after all mung dal will just settle down, and then after you have to take the upper clear water which have impurities. Okay students, now observation: when the mixture of mung seeds and water is allowed to stand, lighter impurities come up and front at the top, whereas the heavier mung seeds settle down on decantation. The water clean mung seed are obtained. Conclusion: food grains such as mung seeds can be cleared by sedimentation and decantation. Okay students, if you want to underline this or you have to write in your book, then you can write it. I am giving you some time. Now see here students, let us draw figures of sedimentation and decantation. See here in the beaker number 1, there is a mixture given. The mixture contains okay students, this is a mixture. Then after it is kept undisturbed up to 5 to 10 minutes. Then after what happened? Let us see here. After 5 to 10 minutes, if we keep undisturbed it, then all the particles, heavier particles, will just settle down. Will just settle down at the bottom of that beaker, and the water particle will be in the upside above these heavier particles, and then after we just have to pour this in the another beaker. This is when sedimented, then both are separated from each other. Then this is just added to another beaker. See here, I can't draw the perfect drawing. See here, this solid particles will just remain over here, and this liquid will just pour into the another beaker or any another vessel. Okay students, this is poured in the another beaker when it is sedimented. Okay students, first of all let us see from the first. Shear and mixture is given over here. We have to just separate it. Then how we will separate it? First of all, stir it well, and then after kept undisturbed it for 5 to 10 minutes. Then the both liquid and the solid, insoluble solid which is there in the mixture just will be separated out if we do not disturb it to 5 to 10 minutes. Okay students, then after the liquid which is on the upper side liquid is there, we have to take that in the another beaker. So only the insoluble solids will remain in that beaker, and in another beaker all the liquid is there, it will be come in the another beaker. So in this way we can just separate it out. Okay students, if you want to draw this figure you can. Okay students, we have just seen the sedimentation and decantation. Now we will move towards filtration. The another method for separating it is filtration. So let us see that what is filtration. See here, first of all I will write the definition in the board. So first of all, we all know that we have seen in our home the filtration. When we just wake up and then after for tea, our mother just filter that tea and then after gives us, so only then we can see the filtration over that. Now writing the definition of filtration, that is the process by which a mixture of an insoluble solid and a liquid are separated by passing the mixture through a filtering device is called filtration. Okay students, it is known as filtration. See here, reading it again, the process by which a mixture of an insoluble solid and liquid are separated by passing the mixture through a filtering device is called filtration. See here, I am just drawing a figure over here. See here, this is a conical flask. In that the funnel is just kept over that. Funnel is just kept, and in that the filter paper is added over here, and filter paper is there, the square. Then after it is first of all just turn this side, so it will be this, and then after it is turned over this side, then it will be small filter paper. That filter paper is then just hold and keep it over here, and then after the solid is just put it in, so the liquid will come and the settle down. Okay students, and the solid particles which is there, it will be here only in the filter paper. Okay students, you can write this or underline this. Now going towards the process by which a mixture of an insoluble solid and a liquid are separated by passing the mixture through a filtering device is called filtration. Filtration is used in our homes to filter our tea leaves. We from prepare tea with the help of the strainers. We also filter and separate fresh fruit juice from the fruit pulp. During filtration, the insoluble solid remains in the filtering device while the liquid passes through the filter. The filtering device selected for the separation should have holes that are similar than the particles of the insoluble solid. A filter paper is a type of paper that has tiny pores which allows only liquid to pass through it. And see here, there is an activity given over here to separate a mixture of sand and water by filtration. Sand, what we needed is sand, water, funnel, beaker, conical flask and filter paper. See here, first of all take sand in a beaker and add water to it. Then after fold a circular piece of a filter paper to make a cone. Place the filter paper inside the cone, the funnel. Keep the funnel into conical flask. Okay students, keep the funnel into conical flask, and then after stir the sand and mixture water and pour it into slowly into the funnel. We have to add it to the funnel. What we will see, observation, let us see that sand is collected in the filter paper, the sand will remain here, all the liquid water is there, it will go and settle down in the conical flask, and then while the water passes through it and gets collected into conical flask, all the water will be in the conical flask, and then Conclusion: a mixture of sand and water can be separated by filtration. Okay, students. Now, so see here. Now, in this video, what we have seen, that just revising it, first of all we have seen the sedimentation and decantation. In that, what we have seen, the first, the mixture, the insoluble solid and the liquid mixture is how it is separated by sedimentation and decantation. So in the sedimentation, first of all the mixture is stirred, and then after it is kept undisturbed for 5 to 10 minutes. Then after it is just the solid particle it will settle down in the bottom, that is known as sedimentation. And then after, in the decantation, all the liquid which is there in the upside above the solid particles, that is transferred to the another beaker, that is known as decantation. Okay, students, that is known as decantation. Then after, filtration. What is filtration? The process by which a mixture of an insoluble solid and a liquid are separated by passing the mixture through a filtering device is called filtration. Okay, students. So in today's video we have seen the sedimentation and decantation. Just I am reading again the definition of sedimentation, decantation and the filtration. So first of all, what is sedimentation? The process of separation in insoluble solids which are heavier than the liquid by allowing them to settle down is called sedimentation. The solid particles that settle down during the sedimentation are called sediments. The process of pouring out the clear upper liquid without disturbing the sediments is called decantation. Okay, see here the figure is given. And what is filtration? Let us see that. The process by which a mixture of an insoluble solid and a liquid are separated by passing the mixture through a filtering device is called filtration. So students, in the further we will see this in the next video. Up till then, you just write down your homework. So your today's homework is you have to just write down the definitions of sedimentation, decantation and filtration. Filtration. Okay, student. Filtration, this 3 definitions 3 times in your homework. Okay, students, you have to write down the definition of sedimentation, decantation and filtration 3 times in your homework. Okay, students, up till then, stay safe, stay home. Okay, bye, students.